Hey there, lovelies! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a soft rust gold eyeshadow look. So let's get into it. For an eyeshadow look, we always want to make sure that we are priming our eyelids so that eyeshadow has a clean slate and a clean base to work on, and it's not competing with all of the veins in our eyes. If you missed my video where I talked about why your eyeshadow disappears on hooded eyes, then I'll go ahead and link that up here in the cards, because that has a lot of good tricks and tips. And even if you don't have a hooded eyes, it's still going to apply to you, and you'll get to see the massive difference between putting eyeshadow on with a base and then without a base. So a base is really crucial. I'm really going to be sticking to these very warm neutrals here in this eyeshadow look, and I brought you in really close so that you can see everything that I am doing, and so you can go and create it on your own eye. And I'm just putting down a warm brown eyeshadow base that does have more red and orange in it. And I'm making sure to really bring that above my fake crease because I have hooded eyes. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions back and forth, really making sure to get a good blend there. There's nothing skipping. I'm also bringing that just kind of in this outer corner right here, going up and down towards my lash line and my eyebrow. Now that I have that transition shade base down, it's this orange color now that I'm gonna put it in the outer corner of my eye and just blend it with that brown. And I am using the same brush so that I can get a good blend between the two. I have another video that's one brush, one palette that I'll link up here in the cards for you that really helps break this down, how to use one brush when it comes to using one palette. Now I'm dipping into several different palettes, but because I'm sticking to the same base color story, it's okay for me to use the same brush. If I was going to be using a green and then a purple, then I would definitely want to use different brushes and have one brush that is my blending brush between the two. But for this look, to make it really cohesive and all snatched and brought together, I'm going to be using the same. I do want to darken up my lash line. I'm not going to use a liner, so I'm going to use an eyeshadow instead. And it is kind of like a duochrome, rusty kind of color. I think that is coming together beautifully. Let's see if you can see this. Sorry about that. I'm just making a little winged eyeliner and deepening my lash line there. I did have a little bit of fallout. I'll go ahead and fix that when I'm all done here with both sides. This is a trick I like to do all the time, is to take an eyeshadow and use it to deepen up my lash line like an eyeliner. And it brings so much interest to the look here. If you want to avoid fallout and it ruining your makeup look, then just do your base after you do your eyes. Now, tip here, I like to use my finger when applying a shimmer because I get so much more color payoff and I can cover a large area on my eyelid. I close my eye to initially apply that, but I am going to make sure I open my eyelid, especially as a hooded eye girly, and I want to be sure to bring that above my crease as I'm looking forward, so that all of these colors are showing over my hood. And then using a brush to be targeted and bring that down here in the inner corner. This is making me want to go put on my orange sweater right now. Finish this off right here. Beautiful. I didn't necessarily have one rust colored tone. I used a whole bunch of other colors to get this look. I'm going to use that same color that I used to create that fake liner, and I'm just gonna very lightly put that in the outer corner of my eye. I'm not going to bring it in too far because that would close off my eye. I want to keep it nice and bright and wide open. But what I am going to do is bring that orange color in the outer corner of my eye by pinching my brush and just blending that dark color there. I really find a lot of satisfaction between mixing eyeshadow palettes because you can get such a wide variety of colors across multiple eyeshadow palettes versus using just one. I think one little thing that I wasn't going to do, but I think I am for this one, is I'm gonna put some nude eyeliner in my waterline, and I'll zoom you back out and show you the final look. And here is the final look with lashes, or my mascara done rather. As you can see, being hooded eyed, if I had just followed the natural smallness of my eye, you would not be able to see all of this color and shimmer just popping out from behind my lashes. And it's making my eyes look so much bigger, and you can actually see the color of my eyeshadow. I did go ahead and put a little mascara in the outer third of my eye here, and so that really helped emphasize that nude liner that I put just on the inner corner of my eye. And then of course I made it monochromatic by matching my base with my eyes. So this is perfect going into the Halloween season and fall, you know, and it's really gonna start ramping up here come Thanksgiving when October is over. I know we're only halfway, I'm not jumping the gun here, but when it's cold, it moves really fast. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and especially subscribe so that I can keep creating more awesome content like this for you guys. And if you're interested in going beyond neutrals and rust-colored eye looks, then you'll want to go ahead and check out this video here where I jump into the world of color for this autumn season. And I think you will be very surprised by one of the looks. So make sure you click this video and I'll see you there. Bye!